not going for a different map is, even if you're going to watch their map, not a lot's going to change. It's Ascent. Like, you're going to see the same sort of setups. I guess they just
fresh Ascent comms. Dude, how
decided,
long have we had
okay,
this
we
now?
A
whole year?
Pretty
Pretty much a whole year since the chamber nerf.
Maybe had flaws within, or they're just feeling very confident on their own Ascent.
You know, I was speaking to Vanity behind the scenes during that Fnatic game. We were talking about Boasters, attack side, round 3 Odin. I don't know if we might have lit a spark inside, and maybe we're going to get to see it here today, but yeah, he's always someone to rely on.
Round 3 judge.
That's, now, listen, let's stick with the Odin. Let's stick with the Odin in that case.
Take it out of the map pool? Damn. I mean, probably it's... It probably is next.
Or have a break and
have a break. I think C9 have the upper hand. They got, especially because it's the same map, they got to watch this team play. Yeah. And the thing is, Cloud9 might have fixed some of their problems. I don't think Fennel physically had time to. They can reflect individually, they can have a quick conversation, but there was no, oh, yo, let's hop on a server, what if we incorporate this recon or this? No, it's theory verbally, and that's it, and that's very tough in such a short turnaround to make that work. At the same time, it was a close game, so we can be
Why doesn't Breach get played on Ascent? KO is just a bit better.
I think it's undoubted that C9 had the edge in that regard.
The knife is just so strong. Close walls, right?
Both these teams have in common, and that is that the safety net is now gone. You lose this, and you leave the tournament. Well.
Mitch, Tom, it's Cloud9.
Okay, C9 on defense. Oh my!
It's a very quick start. They've already pushed.
C9 on defense, Fennel on attack. He goes super aggro. Omen Flash is Omen Flash trying to combo with the recon to try and get people over towards it.
Work out because Fennel were quick to adapt. They fell back and they avoided being caught off guard in a fight there. I like the response from this attacking side of Fennel. Now let's see what they do. That might almost be a direct counter from C9.
Dude, there's a lot of Icebox fans, apparently. I thought Icebox was, like, hated, but honestly, you lot seem to love Icebox.
In the last one, mid control being battled for hard, but Oxy is going to go down.
It's so funny watching Oxy sometimes, man. There's so many situations where I'm pressing, like... I'm pressing the keys to get out of there, and he will be pressing the keys to absolutely send it. I reckon our decision making in certain situations would be so polar opposites. It's crazy. I'm not saying that he's wrong. I'm not saying that I'm wrong.
He definitely wasn't their reason for losing. There's no doubt about that.
I'm just saying that he loves to send it. Okay, kill setup over towards door as well, so that might get them 1. Looking good, pushes through. Do it get them 2? Ah, it gets them 3. Oh my god.
He wasn't the reason for losing last time, he's the reason
Curry's
for winning
farmed
this pistol.
it.
Yeah, and he managed to do an
Dude, I've never seen a Killjoy setup get so much value.
So you got 4 kills and an assist. Not a bad round whatsoever. Timmy the turret.
Yeah, it felt like all his Yuto did so much.
Single piece of utility from a Killjoy doing work for the squad. Yeah. And he's not going to buy back in with a rifle as well.
And that Nano, I mean, the Nanos, they didn't get a kill, but they did gift a kill to the squad that Sayuda.
How did they seed this? I think they asked teams. I think they asked all the teams to seed, right?
But they lost both pistols, so it's already a different story to the Zeta game because they've got
like you seed the 7 teams and then
lose this round against 1 Sheriff and 4 Classics.
And then they just average it.
I'm worried.
Yeah, that wouldn't it wouldn't be a great start. I mean, we've seen them lose the pistols.
Ares. You love the Ares.
No, listen, this is where myself
and Vanity
might deviate slightly.
Okay, let's see if Oxy can farm as well. He's got the best one against no armor. We've got 1 Sheriff. That is it to do damage. And they are going into the Marshal.
Pistol, then you shock dart them, double damage. But yeah, we'll see if he's able to get anything done with it. He's already swapped it to Curry.
Next stage.
Oh, Oxy, he's got a chance here. Great opportunity. Nobody's got shields.
Then he cracks it up, man.
Oh, wow.
It's a good flash.
Lunatic through his own fragment. Obviously, Zeppa, we've noticed that he has got a keen eye when it comes
Man, let Curry get the kills, bro. He can get an ult. Look at them running him.
Would be sublime, but they are now being
absolute savages.
Going to be Curry to get that 1 kill.
They really wanted ecos.
Lost along the way, but
yeah, definitely a little bit.
Yeah, especially in a round where C9 invests relatively heavily,
we'll move on.
Picking out a Vandal and a Guardian, still being able to carry both of those through to this round.
Few people hunting.
You know, in my opinion, a drawback. But the reality is, they can afford to lose those 2 players as long as those weapons were still carried forward. Now they've got a decent buy, a pistol in the hands of Curry, which is just funny.
Nico Cobras, I mean, yeah.
So far. But
it happens.
now he's got a bit of a
There's a few of them out there.
the same thing with a ghost in hand.
Yeah,
This
so
is a round.
Alright, big round as always. Fast big buy round against the
Give me a
bonus. The
go.
bonus isn't too bad.
They
They
wanna keep his
kind of do the
utility
same,
retake on
not
A,
the
info
same
on short,
strat,
and that's
but
about
like
all
the
he's
same
got to
idea.
do. The rifles is
Early
there.
push,
Those
Omen
pushing
flash
up, taking
into
some
KO
space on
flash, and then
B,
we just swing with
trying
3
to
people
fight
over towards B
very
main.
early on
Straight
because
up
of those
retake over
aggressive
towards A.
stances.
Dude, there's so
They
many people
rotate
here.
mid,
We've got 4
and there's
people
5
door
players
early.
outside of A, but
Where's this
there's
KO
also
flash?
4 players inside of A. And those
One
are the
KO flash.
attackers. Doors wide
Wait,
open.
where's the
That's
smoke
awkward, but
door?
Cloud's down. They've got to completely reroute their
Oh my god, I
plans.
dinked
The
him.
timing's out. A headshot hit as well on Sayuda. That was a gorgeous shot. Hit initially by Vanity, followed up on
Bro,
by
everyone's
Jake, and
dinking
kills
him.
keep on going their way.
Yeah, this was
supposed to
really
be a
nice.
bonus.
Really, really
Weaknesses
nice.
across the board, but C9
Get a
didn't look
rifle
like
on
there was
top
any
of this as
weaknesses,
well.
only their strengths on display here.
Yeah, they were able to
I wonder if
delay
Oxy's
just for
gonna
such a
drop one and
ridiculous
buy the
amount of
op
time.
early.
Off
I
the
don't
back of
recommend doing
killing
it
that
against
plant.
the
Then
kind of
everybody
low
was
buy,
in on
but
the
you
rotation,
might do it.
wallbangs coming through to
I like
just
this
not allow
idea.
them
It was
any
good. They push over
positions.
towards
And
B. They have a
solid
lot of people in
utility
this
as well.
area
And a
early.
lot of that's coming off really sort of aggressive pushes on one side of the map.
Yeah, it was nice. C9 watched Fennel vs Fnatic? Yeah, for sure. But they wouldn't have been like heavy anti. They probably just watched it as a group, and it will be like Vanity and Imi probably coming up with some little things, nothing too crazy.
It's that much of a buff to have walked out once before, but the idea that for one of these teams, it was their last time to mount that stage, and soon they will leave it for the final time as well. The back of the minds of Fennel as this match develops. A few pistols and a Marshall in play for the attacking side. And it looks like some space taken around mid as they destroy the alarm bot, but they're still leaving lurkers on the extremities, so you could easily see them change direction and move back towards short or B main. For now, though, it's aggression through to the spawn.
Oh, that's nice info as well. Extra 2.
An execution from Oxy. Whiffs a little bit on the second kill, but he has deterred their aggression, and that's all he needed to do.
Yeah, so far, like...
We're going to get into the next big buy round, and we're kind of close to these ults. 2 away from this.
The other, and it just means there's been no opportunities for trades. It is the same in their execution.
I wonder if someone's going to go a little bit aggro and they can drop the gun and get an op. Forcing the potential new gun. I'm in for it. I think again, if you're like a op player, you don't have as much opportunity to buy an op, and Marshall's only really good at, well, Marshall's pretty strong, but some of the guns are better against like people that have armor. Okay, let's see. I reckon he's going to throw his gun over by op, or they use the, I mean, they have options. I also think things to change up the light armor meta makes a lot of sense as well, so I'm on board with the 1 to 6 damage or something to the body shots.
We've got a timeout for the side of Fennel, not wanting to let this slip away too much, and I think it will be the right call. This is a very important round for them. They've got economy. You can see, obviously, this round was an eco.
Oxy, yeah, Oxy's... Bro, he wants to duel everyone, and that's kind of how you want your duelists to be.
Number 5, if C9 win, they will run away with this. Their credits are already stacked extremely high, so for Fennel, it's not just about winning one round. It's about winning one round and then consistently being able to put them on the board till they break that C9 economy.
There we go. It is going to be the Fennel tactical. Now, they are actually very close to quite a lot of their ultimates already. Lockdown one away. You've also not too far off a Hunter's Fury. And also a null command. But the same is going to happen for the other side. In fact, Oxy already having his Blade Storm online is pretty daunting. And also just the credits. Like C9, they've not just won 4-0, but 3 of their
Has
players
Curry
have
been
only
doing
died
so far?
once.
Good.
So they're going to have plenty of reserves in terms of the economy. Now, you have to think back to what was happening when they faced off against Zeta.
Dazzle, what's up?
They kept
Oxy,
losing to
go.
Pistol, so
Yeah,
they
honestly,
never had
I've been
themselves
impressed with
any
him.
economy, and they kept boosting the money for the side of Zeta division. So
I heard he does.
it's
I
already
heard he's a
looking
nightmare
like
to
a
play against in
completely
ranked, and it
different
looks like it correlates to a lot of this
scenario
as
so
well.
far for C9. And I do feel like if
I feel like
Fennel
with
don't break back
with like
relatively
Vanity
soon,
as
this
well,
game
it probably
could
works
get
pretty well.
very far out of control very fast.
Well, you just saw the coaches get their final countdown, the hand signals.
Annoying to play against in general, yeah. It's always hard to play against someone that does like unexpected things.
Yet again, Vanity playing an Odin on short, That's a play I'm a big fan
Because
of.
we took a while to
Gonna
get used to
recon
like
dart
Turkish
up and
teams that
in,
would do
wall potentially broken
W
and a
key
spray
stuff.
right after, but it's all to support that B main aggression. They've already gotten up in their faces with Oxy picking up a
Third
quick
push
dodging
in a
bullets
row
like it's a
over
Matrix
towards here.
movie, and they've
Whoa,
left
and
a
he
very
relaxes
low
and
HP
gets
Rhea
out. Damn,
to fall all
it's a
the
good
way
sign.
back to spawn. Complete denial of any game plan from Fennel, and that's devastating, Tom. If
Yeah,
you
this
start
is sick.
out
The
around
B
after
pushes are
attack
getting
pause where you sat down,
everything from
okay,
them at
guys,
the
what do we
moment.
want to do? Yeah, we'll
This is
take a
really
little
nice.
control here. Then we've got the utility there, and your whole plan is set out in front of you.
He's
And
not
then
scared
they just
at
go,
all. No,
no,
that's what I'm saying.
we're
He
gonna
wants
get
to
in your
send
face,
it.
Screw your plan, and now you've got to pick up the pieces.
Well, it's also just the fact that they have the power.
Yeah, Whippy's in C9, but he didn't. I think the visa for Tokyo's like or Japan is relatively hard, or maybe it takes a long time. I think it is. So it didn't happen. It didn't come in time. Something like that.
Honestly, they're being herded like sheep at the moment. C9 are just pushing and pulling exactly where they want to go, and it just leaves gaps.
Nice.
So many gaps. It's many times now that Fennel have just been caught with a player looking completely the
Isn't
wrong
that
way
carry flash
and
what
no
Lau did for
support.
the B push? Lau do this one right from here
There's nothing
to
you
go
can do to
here.
get back into this round. Look at the
If it's, I don't know, I didn't see which one they used, but that's the one that Loud used. I felt like KO's involved. I'm not sure.
They've also been fought from every angle. There were players watching spawn. There were players pushed up at market. They might not be able to carry these guns forward, though. The aggression has come out. Cloud's stuck in the corner, and he saw, obviously, that was Zeppa.
Dude, this is a devastating start for them.
He thought a second was coming, but there were none left, and Vanity even
Just got a little bit
closes it
worse
out
as well.
with an Odin kill in the attacker spawn. Not something you're going to see every day. Actually, not something you're going to see most days, but today, unfortunately for Fennel, is the day for it. And this is a round where we're going to see a lot of ults from Fennel in the upcoming one. But the economy was put on the line here, and not much of a reward to be found.
No, I do really love the setup that C9 are almost rinsing, but I almost feel like that one setup has been successful enough that they almost don't need to show too much more.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
This is looking so
Whose time is it?
ridiculously clean. Again, like 2 players on their team have died once. One of those players is Oxy. Now just think back to what we've seen so far from Oxy and realize he's died once, and you understand how this game is going. Like the last round, he went straight
Nice
through
yawn
B
from
main,
Imi.
and
He's
got
tired.
2 kills. And
Tech
then
pause, yeah, it
dash
might
back.
be.
Dash back, yeah.
So like it's been absurd the way things have been going so far, and although we don't see too many sort of stressed out faces on the side of Fennel, this is their tournament life on the line.
Oxy plays Raze too, yeah.
They're lounging.
It's a staple. It's a staple, especially of North American Valorant. They're chilling during this pause.
If they were holding their mouse, they'd be doing the JDM.
This is obviously a technical pause. You can see Gone there. Beautiful hair, by the way. I don't know. Are you jealous, Tom?
Obviously.
Naturally.
Obviously.
I don't think you could pull off that hairstyle. I'll be honest.
Well, I can't pull off any hairstyle because I don't have hair.
Bald. But yeah, Gone was obviously having a little bit of an issue. I think re-plugging in the mouse, and you know, I don't blame him. It's been tough. It's been tough for the side of Fennel so far, and for C9. You know, like you're saying, you show one thing, it works this well, you know, not expecting much of a change.
Top catching strays, yeah, low hanging fruit on that one, surely.
It was pistol round, it was that round, and
they've added the odd element in.
What did Whippy get a visa in Chronicle? Got one as well.
Not there the first time,
It's just like, it's individual, man. It is what it is.
Needed to show much whatsoever. And it looks like
yeah, Chronicle already had his one from Masters as well. That's very true.
Keeping them out of their game. Like, they're unable to get to a point where they can actually like put in an execution because of the fact that they're just being pushed so regularly. And then you have to bear in mind, this is before we've seen anything like an operator where like map control can really
Is it worth rewatching the 100 Thieves game?
Do wonder for Fennel.
I wouldn't, out of all the games we saw today, I wouldn't recommend that one.
This is a technical pause.
If you're, I mean, if you're a FUT fan,
time to reassess strategy. That's why C9 are styling on the other side, just sitting back. And to be honest, there is actually genuinely something to be said about having that approach. Obviously, I think some of it is a bit of showboating, but on the other side,
to be fair, it'd be a quick video. That's actually true, and that's the thing.
Keep yourself calm, relaxed.
I love that you got the tech guy who's trying to fix the PC and he just flexes to the camera.
See, Gone is what a lot of his fans say is Gone machine, right? And
okay.
his machine's gone now. It's gone AWOL.
Yeah, that is true.
So
well, I saw Ian set up a TV earlier, so I wonder if man of many talents.
He's
We
about to
just
pop up on the
send
screen.
him down.
Yeah,
Should we send him down?
I think he's about to
If
appear.
he turns his mic on, maybe we get the answer. But
Ian,
can you work it out?
if you were on that stage, how would you fix this issue from what you're seeing?
I was just being helpful in the green room. We needed a TV setup. I set it up. I know how to switch like to HDMI 1 or whatever. So that's where my skill set ends. I'd just probably go down there and entertain. I'm not doing it now.
I've heard you do a mean Fortnite.
Entertain how? Yeah, is it a dance? You'd be just styling on
I'd
in
rap.
front of him?
I'd
You'd
rap.
rap?
WAP?
I would.
Oh, rap. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd
sorry.
rap, yeah.
Must have heard that wrong.
There's a 30
Jesus.
there's a 30-minute section cut out for a performance. Are we seeing
allowed to reveal this?
Are we seeing Deeks?
No, that's not me. That's,
Yeah,
stop, don't bring my rap name up.
I've heard good things.
You haven't. Yeah, I've not told you anything about that.
We're gonna republish the videos.
I've
No, we're not.
heard you were a support.
I like this Scott machine guy. It's
That
sick.
did happen
Which is insane.
in a previous life. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, moving on, is that apparently we do have a bit of a blockbuster performance on this stage by a rapper from Japan tomorrow,
Which is insanely hype.
which is
I
insanely
cannot
hype.
wait.
I bet this is what's so cool, right? When
Is
you
it
imagine,
poster?
Chat, there's gonna be a
these
show match, isn't there?
super
Oh,
cool.
man.
he can
There's gonna be like a show match, and I'm gonna be like
When
18
you
hours
imagine
into
these, like,
streaming.
legendary
That is not gonna be the one.
sumo wrestlers
Unless they use a lot of
back in
ISO,
hell,
then maybe I'm
however
in for that.
many decades ago, right? I bet none of them ever thought one day we'll have video games and rappers on this,
Show match on the final
on
day.
this stage.
At least, okay, that's not too bad because the Ascent Invitation will be done by then.
When first came to be used for sumo wrestling, I'm not sure they imagined this. I'm
Dude,
not
there's
sure
a
anyone
world where I
could,
have to miss
to
the
be
first
honest.
thing
That's
game.
what you'd be like.
Impressed. One of the sumo wrestlers who's been- as he's
MXS. What
being
is it?
painted
No,
into
it's
suit
Oxygen
that
G2.
one day
Oh no, surely I
we
wake
will
up for that.
see
Nerds on computers.
computers pixels where people have a little cross and they click and fake bullets go towards it. Like if they
To be
did do
honest,
that, people gone.
Old patch, yeah.
That would be his last day as a sumo wrestler's first day in a
He's
mental
hit his
ward.
head
I think.
too hard as he slammed into the
Yeah.
ground.
You said nerdy gamers, right?
Yes.
Let's be
Yeah.
frank. Let's be honest right here.
Okay, go for it, Frank.
I'm gonna be frank.
Bro, I'm telling you, Imi has an extra admin behind him every
They are
time.
less nerdy than us.
I'm
Come
gonna-
on.
They got like
I'm
a
gonna be
tip off
honest,
or
you
something.
Around Tokyo.
Yes, I
That
have.
he can't be trusted.
Some of there are some sweaty gamers here.
There are. Oh my! You,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what you saw
Go
in
into
the
the
arcade?
arcade.
They had their own gloves, their own earphones.
but they were
Oh,
cool.
sorry, Ian.
Goddamn right, they were cool.
See you later, Ian. Cut his mic.
I'll
Cut his
definitively-
production. Cut his mic.
Tom, I'll conclude this by
A
saying
lot of ults, but
everyone
they're
in
probably
this
going to save it for the
building
buy
is a
rounds.
massive
Scott
nerd,
Odin
and there's
still.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
To each their own.
the next round
get
is
into
going to be
this, guys.
so
Except-
crazy,
except,
especially if
of
these
course,
kills go out well.
Ian Chambers.
I'm out of here.
Well, Ian's out, and now it's time
The
to
Ascent
get the game
Invitational,
back
it
online.
felt like an
We've
event
got
where everyone can beat everyone, to be
5-0
honest.
For C9, and as we said, it could be an important round for Fennel coming into the next when they get those rifles back out. It was devastating losing round
I've got a
number
question
5.
for you.
What's that?
Do they get to C90?
Do they get to C
90.
9-0? Do C9 get to C?
Because you know the social media guys are already
9-0.
loading up the tweet.
Yes. The Photoshop is out. in full
C90.
force.
Get it?
Yep.
Because we're called C9.
Didn't see 100 Thieves tweet the
hell's
100
going on?
L. That's
Okay, drone over
No,
towards
no,
middle.
surprisingly not.
Try and create
That's allowed us
pressure.
to steal
Didn't
3
see a
rounds
alarm
from
bot.
foot, and that was all they got.
the way things are going right now. I would say yes. I
Yeah,
honestly
that'll
would
do it.
expect to see a 9-0.
Dude, it's
C9
tanky
look
now,
absolutely
20 HP.
unbelievable. There's not been a round
Dude,
where
this guy,
Ahsoka
that was
or anybody
19
else
HP,
right
surely.
No, not close enough. Too far. It's been put up.
It's not sold any sort of ruse. That was kind of the
That's
goal
actually
to,
devastating.
like, sell the idea that they've crossed in this direction. It hasn't worked. Now they are managing to wrap around through tree,
That's huge.
and they have
Yeah,
all
knife
just
is
been
good,
hit by that
though.
knife. It's so much
Hit
information.
2,
They
chance
are
it hit the
25
third person
seconds.
over towards short
They're
as well.
just making their way into A main now. The paranoia is
Oh my
clearing as
God.
well. Counter paranoia, but there's still a flash, and have actually gone wins the duel.
Yeah, I
But
thought he
there's a
missed his
second player,
I thought he
but
missed the
they
timing
still
on
need
this
to
one, but
deal
actually did
with
this
it.
one
And
pretty
they've
well.
got a spot where it's wide open
I like the smoke
for
from
their
Jake, by the way. He did this
opponents.
smoke when he felt like they were
It's
wrapping
still
over
a little
towards
too late,
heaven.
even if he got this kill. I don't
So,
think it's going to matter too much.
Yeah, this was good.
There as well.
Definite shout out to
6-0,
Zephyr. I felt like his
3
timing of
away
the
from
KO knife was
C9-0.
everything.
And Fennel, well, right now it's a bit of a flop.
Yeah, I don't really mind that round, the plant position. Obviously, it looks silly to us seeing those players in heaven, but yeah, they saw 2 players in main. They thought, okay, there's 2 main. They're pushing main as well. There's probably not anyone heaven at this time, and they just hope that they had the right timing on the round. But again, after seeing 3 players on short, there was no way to see that rotation.
I think they have too many ults.
C9 are now in a really good
We'll
spot.
see. They probably have too many ults and we have attack op. Oh yeah, I like this. They got so many ults that they want to go aggro. We see the flash in with a recon and then a dash. Okay, not a recon, but we have a...
Looking gorgeous, Vanity.
We have a
spam.
This is cool as well. We spam over towards here so no one's on the line, so we're free to just break the turret. One flash goes in just in case there's anyone close as well.
He can't control their movements.
Do they get the drone out of them early? It's a big bit of util. I actually think they use their drone pretty freely.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes I play this role and they don't come B, and then what am I supposed to do? We'll retake A with it, obviously, but that's not easy when my teammates die so quickly. Luckily, Vanity doesn't have that problem.
Wait, we didn't swing this as well, because honestly, that's nice. I'm seeing some discipline from Oxy. I like this.
This attack side with
probably like the one thing that I was worried about.
Pushing them quite regularly. I don't really blame him. Look at the position already of Oxy. Deep within B main. Odin homed in on towards mid. Already starting to try and spam their way.
Got 40 seconds on this one.
They do look to go in this direction. The weaker of the 2 sites.
He's so committed.
The numbers. Oxy's going to have to try and take down 2. Actually going to be shielded by the smoke. They look to run through it, but there we go.
It's unlucky timing. Vanity.
Just Vanity left at the back of the site.
Maybe you can own this. It's a strong angle still.
Anything with it, and now the flood comes in.
Oh, hey, the little float at the top. That was nice. Teased him with a bit of leg. That was outrageous, bro.
Most likely to win a 1v5, already dead, so now it's on to Jake with 4 HP and a shock dart on his
neck. This is a nice round from them. They Huddies and the ults as well.
It is 6-1.
Delete the tweet. Delete it. I know you had it loaded up. It was ready to go. Not quite today.
That's sick.
But either way, a really good response. The fact that it was so clean, I don't know if it's necessarily something that will be recreatable. A bit more of a gamble into the A site in this round for C9 with Oxy ending up being surrounded because of the positions eventually being lost. But just getting that round on the board, just that little bit of extra confidence. Operator as well for
there's 8
puts
ults
him on the score sheet. And bear in mind, versus Fnatic, he was 22 and 19, 9 and 5 in opening duels. So he had a superb performance. That was his first kill, and there's his second.
This guy's really good with the op, though.
Very nice. An opening duel onto Oxy, a key player for the squad of C9. And also, he's occupying mid. It means now these squads are split in a 2-2 setup, or at least they were. Vanity's rotated to A short, covering off this section that was a little bit more open. Even still, though, you know, that's kind of what Zeppa's doing. They're doubling up. They're gambling on it being an A play with Curry.
Oh, no.
Able to slow them, but he didn't get the lockdown in on time.
He was waiting to try and hit the timing right on the lockdown. And because of the knife,
he
hasn't been able
pretty
to
good,
use
though.
it. Now, Jake is going to rotate in. Now the lockdown's going to be placed, and this becomes a very awkward scenario. Hunter's Fury going to be used by that defenders, but they're pushing. They're pushing
1
forward.
HP.
Just 1 HP. They're fighting in towards the spawn, and now Vanity is all that
Man, what the hell was this round? This was crazy. I like the mid-round call, though. They did that all over towards here, realized that they couldn't go through because they had the Omen TP, so they know he's backside, so they pivot over towards spawn. And honestly, they took a really good timing where they were trying to break their ult with Sova ult. So I thought the mid-rounding here was good. I actually think the Fennel mid-rounding has been like really nice from what I've seen.
Treating their opponent with too much respect. They're coming in and not being afraid to take those fights. A second round on the board. This attack side is starting.
The
to
spawn
shape
push
up,
made a lot of sense, though,
They
honestly.
lose the pistol and they can end up on a 7-5 scoreline, which I think is still possible, reasonable. And that's a fantastic fight back from them.
I wondered if maybe Ciota was going to try and just headshot him through the wall.
Yeah, I wondered that as well.
Imagine.
Oh.
Would have been impressive.
Hello?
See again.
Hello?
It's going to be forced back out.
They're gone. They're leaving B main completely. They're going to start moving around. And it's the fact that A is wide open. Just a one-player Jake sat further back. The rotations are okay. They're repositioning up towards heaven. They'll have more of a stack up here. And I think for C9, you know, they seem to be stacking up on A quite a bit and putting some of their players towards that side. but we're not getting the aggression out of them that we've seen in some of the previous
Knife goes in
rounds.
over towards A in reaction to them taking middle.
It was the A main control that was really
Trying to see if they can get early info to work out if they need to be holding this heavy.
If you leave this player here, it puts no real safe plant spots.
So Omen's still got Omen Flash, yeah. So fake pressure here, and then they're in a good position to pivot if they want to.
Whatever the decision is, they've been following it to the latter.
They got to hurry up though. 25 seconds.
And expecting some sort of mistake.
Bro,
No
these guys.
this time around, like in the last with that operator.
Oh, there's the spike.
In fact, Oxy is going to find that first kill and is dodging that Hunter's Fury almost to perfection. They know where he is, but he knows where they are as well.
This guy's
just a masterful display.
This guy's calm, man. Looked easy.
Moving around.
He's on top of the Omen ult as well.
The movement, very much something to highlight. But the shots hit were even more beautiful.
Too slow? Yeah, definitely.
We saw Oxy picked off first in that second round for Fennel. Now he gets a say in the round, and well, he's only got 3 deaths on the board, but 13 kills. I think that very much is a highlight of why.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, he was playing so aggressively throughout that sort of first 5 or 6 rounds.
Dashing in with the op.
Yeah,
it's the issue. You gotta switch it over.
They were waiting for someone to make a move, someone to make a push. And then they tried to go for an execution with basically.
We definitely see more. I mean, ever since kind of China's proven that the attack op is really strong, we've definitely seen more of it, but I still think, like, definitely, especially EMEA. EMEA hardly ever use attack op.
There it is, an attempt by Sayuda to replicate that, I think, round 8 opening pick, but no. That one was on mid. This one was a little too overzealous, jumping through the smoke.
The difference of the last couple of rounds in comparison is...
How excited to see fans be about Oxy. I mean, he's really good, dude.
So now Oxy is adapted. He's stopped doing that. And if you're going to go facing a team, he's going to win these battles.
Looks like a nightmare to play against.
Players lurking in positions like, even though they've not been as aggressive, C9, they are still always.
How's this guy full HP?
Control. This time in front of their own alarm bot, which, as we mentioned, they've not really done much in terms of destroying.
No flashes now, man. They use their paranoia.
Oh my god! Waltz is out of there. 30 seconds again.
Every duel has its disadvantage to it, and for C9.
Oh, that's a shame. Didn't want that smoke.
Not a lot left to be done. It's a 5v.
Does it matter though?
It's a 5v. Never mind.
Yeah, just let's kill that point
it is
immediately. And you could see it because they had everything set up to close that round out after that initial mid fight. And I think once you lose, not only your flashes coming through from your paranoia use with no result, you have Klaus dying, so now
yeah, it felt like they needed someone to just actually hold the W key there when they Omen flashed. I don't know if I missed some other U2 or if someone faced from market or something. But
without Oxy going down early, it's looked like a very, very different story over the last few rounds. And well, this buy is very interesting. Gon's gone for Light Shield's classic.
Yeah, it's BBL strat again. BBL strat, do the dash nice and early, get over towards short, make a lot of sound over towards A that you don't expect the person short, and it should be a kill. I thought Omen got seen, but apparently not.
Ria's also brought an attack side judge. Like, I made that joke earlier, and he's actually done it.
Why is Klaus here? He's left completely. The whole squad is now going to be rotating with him.
See, I'm kind of fine with this idea though. The attack side judge as well. If it gets in towards side and you can get to door or here, it's really strong.
A player who has consistently been putting up numbers is now in position. He heard the steps. He knows exactly what's going on. Players outside.
Honestly, this strat is something that works really well in ranked in my mind. The insta dash, but you want to face the wall slightly so that you go further.
This control, he's actually wall banging through, trying to do some damage. I think he caught a few bullets onto Dariali.
I reckon Zephyr is so bad that he's just.
Bro, they really do wait for like the 30 seconds every single time.
Why has anyone got that? But almost manages to work.
Two players
time again. Oh, look at it. We're down to the 30-second mark because they're looking to execute in onto position, and this guy just is missing at the moment. Oxy looking to take.
His movement was good to stay alive there.
Eventually comes in. Dariali, 1v4 judge clutch.
Yeah.
Even he's not using it at this point.
12 seconds left as well. The time is against him, but it's more about the players that are against him. That's where he needs to be worried. 4 seconds, he wants to die, and well,
man, he's absolutely farming though.
2 rounds so far for Fennel. C9 up to 9.
How many
Again,
3Ks has he got?
It's very much worth noting. You know, Tom, we've got to cast in a bunch of different venues across the world, and I don't think anyone is like the Japanese crowd. We can hear it. I'm not sure how clear it is at home, but even when C9 win that round, there's a round of applause every single time. Like, the respect is off the charts. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, Oxy's having a great time. 17 and 3.
Yeah, 17 to 3. It's wild.
With obviously Leaf now leaving over and almost doing a straight swap with him heading on to G2. But the fact is, yeah, he's just been absolutely farming. When confident.
Last round, like no ults on this one.
Star within this C9 team, and wow, Fennel might have had their moment in the sun by going toe-to-toe with Fnatic, but right now it's looking like a much more bleak outcome for them. Their defensive side is going to have to be nigh on perfect, and even then, it might not be enough.
What have I missed? What is this setup?
The fact that they make all those early aggressive plays and then completely change their playbook late into this half, it's hard to adapt to for the side of Fennel. The adaptations they're making to what they're seeing, and then they see something else the next round. They want to push up this time and play towards
They
the
kind of done the
spawn,
most
at
perfect
least
thing.
having a sneaky position by Sayuda. He's hearing steps.
I mean, they did this in the last game that we saw.
Just comes down to whether he thinks that's his moment to take space, because of course Vanity's still watching towards the spawn. Fennel are poking and prodding at the rest of the map.
I do really like this strat.
Open a little bit of space.
Most people start.
Leave a blind side.
Most people start 3. Like the whole actual strat itself is just very, very smart.
His position leads to a blind side on their side, and Zeppa even
yeah, they watched the. I think they watched the game before. They were kind of ready for this.
Execution. Vanity, well, he's not had a good time on that. Curry's inside the nanos just to deal damage, and oh, they weren't expecting that. Oh, nice headshot, but it's through the wall.
Oh, actually, kind of doable. Low HP though. I want to explain the strat, but this is a close round. Wait, he sends it? Of course he sends it, bro. Damn, this guy's crazy, man. This is such different decision making to everyone else, I tell you.
Not missed a beat throughout the entirety of this first half, and they're going to go in 10.
It's like, what's the most aggressive play he can make, and that's what he goes for.
Earlier, that sometimes the Americas teams can start a little bit slow, and then that second game
do I need the minimap to draw this strat off? Maybe I can describe it.
Oxy is 19 and 3.
Yeah, I think I need the minimap. I'll wait for the buying. I'll wait for the buying of pistol.
The 2 rounds that they found are ones where they were able to drop him. Like,
the Japanese stream's not going to be happy because they had their ADA captain at the top, sorting by KDA.
Yeah, this guy's about to wreck that stat.
I don't know if that's going to work anymore.
He better die a lot in this coming half.
Yeah. Maybe the first game stats might balance it out a little bit.
Maybe.
But then you got to hope that ADA captain.
He's had 3 deaths.
Dancing on him. Yeah, man, he's having literally the best time.
Look, attack side, maybe it's not going to be so easy. He's going to have to dive on a sword a little bit more, but...
Yeah, he was super passive on that defense, you know, when he was dashing straight through.
He was never playing aggressive there, was he? But what started to work for him later on was just standing still, holding the angle, and punishing peaks, so...
That's the thing that is a little bit disappointing for me. It's like, it seemed like in the early rounds, Fennel were getting shut down by the fact that C9 being so aggressive. They then adapted, caught them, and then... When C9 changed again, they didn't have that next level to go back to. They were so worried.
He might even be a little bit crazier than some of those players with some of the stuff he does.
30-second mark and them just getting slaughtered.
Yeah, and you've got, you know, Paranoia, 2 flashes. You've got your Sova as well for a lot of entry and info clearing. That's somewhere that I think you have the tools to deal with Oxy.
Was Oxy the kid that was in the dark, what they called Dark Ratio? What was that team called? Dark something?
Those kind of easy fights. But the reality is that, you know, they weren't able to think on their feet like that.
Dark Zero? Is that it? Dark Ratio, Dark Zero.
Massive lead might just take them through to
the
BO3s.
It was Dark Ratio. Okay, yeah.
On stage.
Yeah, I remember that team back in the day. I think he's always been relatively good.
Played in the background, and they'll still be on the stream and still broadcast here, but obviously for setup times.
Okay, let's see what's going to happen with the pistol. How long have I got? Okay, maybe next round. I'll talk about what went on in the other round. Cause again, I think it's cool.
So for C9, they've come very close to earning their spot further into this tournament. For Fennel,
Fennel used the same pistol they used against
Fnatic, and now see this, but it's also the benefit of C9 being able to watch that Fnatic game. They have a lot of ideas of how Fennel like to approach the map. How
they have same pistol.
And that's allowed them to get a choke hold on this so far. Nice kills, good
damage
return.
as well. Damage has been done here.
That's the thing. that was a Jake managing to double dink.
So yeah, I think C9 have got a bit of an advantage from watching that game for sure before. There's a lot of repeats on this.
He's heard someone's low. He wants
Like the strat book is well and truly like shown here. Same pistol also.
He's actually taken 0 damage, looking out to see if anyone's pushing behind him. Finally, the shot dart connects, but so does his final bullet. One left in the clip. And now Ciota, there you go. That's at least one, but he needs so much more. Rhea, the final man, left standing to try and turn this round back, give his team a little bit of hope. But it is seeming like C9 are going to go from 0 pistols in that last series. Maybe not. Rhea somehow made this one competitive. Vanity's utility belt is dry, but he definitely has the HP advantage.
He doesn't think he went backside yet.
Absolutely no idea. 2 pistols, one from C9. And
yeah,
they're
that's
running away with this.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, nice shot there, to be honest, to make it doable.
One of the last to be applied.
A little bit loose from C9.
Unless C9 fall victim to what we saw in the previous matchup of losing out to those pistols. This is very much not going to be a happy story for Fennel in any way, shape, or form. There's a nice game of whack-a-mole, though. Look at this shot.
They have to force and they're on defense. A bit of a nightmare. Okay, they eco, we get a judge. Man, I really want to talk about this other round, but they're going to go fast. It's devastating.
Well, they've ecoed this one.
Yeah, what sort of? Rhea's gone for a judge. Oxy's done the same. Only one of them's going to have impact in this round.
Okay, maybe I can talk about it now. So in this other round that Fennel do, I kind of like it. So they take a lot of mid control and then they leave one here. But it just makes so much sense because a lot of the time when you're Killjoy, especially when you break the alarm bot over towards middle, when you see this alarm bot over towards middle, there's normally a 2-3 because you have like a turret spotting and then you have an alarm bot here. So when there's 3 over towards here and you break this alarm bot, it means that the third person is going to go here, right? So then it goes into like a 1-2 kind of setup. And then this person's just watching middle. And then what they do is they fake over towards this, right? They fake over towards A, so that the shift then happens in terms of this guy over towards B, watches middle, and they free stack here. And then they go back over towards B, and then they just know that this guy can just get the rotates of the 3 people here. Like the round they did earlier in terms of the Fennel one was really, really cool.
But the thing is,
oh, never mind. No bulldog for you.
Okay.
It's like a reaction in protocol that they do once they see the alarm bot over towards middle.
It is not really worth it.
I like it a lot.
Now you're going to have, by the looks of it, Rhea maybe having to buy the judge again. Nope.
Oh, he's got bulldog. So yeah, a little unfortunate going down to the spike, but you know these things happen. They didn't know exactly where it was planted.
But that's the thing. For the players that died to the spike, it was worth dying to the spike, because otherwise, like, Rhea would have had to buy a bulldog anyway, and then you would have still had a bulldog. So.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure, you'd have 2 bulldogs
10.
instead.
Now, the thing is, this is why.
Does this make us more worried about the Fnatic result? Maybe. Everyone has the everyone has the good jet dash now. Actually, I say everyone has the good jet dash. I still only see like 2 teams do it.
Yeah, there you go. Bladestorm online.
You'll see if you watch this demo back here. He's here. He's here where most people, when they do their dash, are here. Like they really perfected that. It's I think it's what QPert gave to C9 when he was there, and they've obviously moved it over.
Need to step up here now. Gone already to 44 HP. As C9 close in on short, the judge comes out for Oxy, but he's spammed in the back. 72 health now, very low. Headshot delivered. That's all he's getting. And what a response this has been from the side of Fennel. Really nice mid crunch.
Imi might have known. Nah, it will be Zeppa.
It'll
be these 2 passing it on for sure.
One bit of space they've got.
He's gonna hear that they've all.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay.
Why is it better? You get way more distance. So if you're instant omen flashing, you kind of. So normally when you do this and you omen flash, you're so far behind that if they do this pathing, they're kind of safe. But a lot of time with this, you have way more chance of actually catching them with the omen flash, like the actual jet dash after the omen flash. Okay, this is very winnable. He has drone as well, but not that he's going to feel too comfy to use it. But
he's coming in just with a sheriff in hand. And look, you don't want to see his hand where his hip be at. But for Fennel, they might not get to see too much. This man's
and his recon comes up in 5. Oh boy.
4 HP and 57 on the way back through. Things are desperate, and the Desperados will try to defuse that spike in just a few seconds. They have no idea where Vanity is. A shroud covering him right now.
Yeah, he wants to get a kill fast before he recon, so he doesn't give away his position.
One shot to the body, all that's needed. He misses it to start. No shock darts left. Recon out. He has no idea where they are. They're closing the distance. Wall bang!
Oh my god, bro. He had to do it the hard way. That's so funny.
An unbelievable.
Oh, they slaughtered them.
After a shaky opening series, it got the revenge against the Japanese squad.
Yeah, they actually slaughtered them. It's brutal.
That is the end of their run in Red Bull Homeground.
Yeah, you made a few references in that last round, but all I can say is